Hi everyone, this is Otatade Okojo from Red Ebony Hotspot, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and my website. So this is the amount of hits Red Ebony has. It has over 1 billion hits. I just want to show you this before I go into some more information about the Red Ebony site and some of its stats and how you can engage with it. Okay, so, right, let me pause for a minute and tell you some more about Red Ebony. So, Red Ebony was a self-empowerment blog that I started myself to encourage young people and people in business to be more entrepreneurial and to focus on having the power within themselves to tap into their vision. The goal was to encourage people to believe in their potential. The Red Ebony Hotspot app is a social network for young people and creatives with elements of enterprise that possesses an online school and forum providing training for innovative thinkers with a strategic mind. Through the app, we will be teaching them how to develop and expand on a new idea. Yet we come from a very different perspective. We aim to engineer an app that is not just for the creative, but is solely focused on their ability to access information, turn it into a resource and translate it to capital. Now that's all very great, all this information, but let me share with you a story. So I started with a simple blog, and this blog exploded on the internet, and people became very passionate about what I wrote, and people became very passionate about the stories that were told there, because they also had their own stories to tell and their own vision to express, because they are also very passionate people with a vision about enterprise and a vision about their goals and a vision about their journey. Let me take you on to the data studio sample about Red Ebony and how it's progressed over time. So Red Ebony has is quite a popular site online. It has 56,442 users. It's shown. Sessions are 75,263. Page views 362,767, and its bounce rate is 41.8%. Let me take it further down so I can express some more information to you. So it's showing here the channels that are driving engagement and which countries that are driving engagement. So United States is very popular with Red Ebony. 36,637 sessions and page views, so that's fantastic. India 4,908, United Kingdom 2,890, Canada 2,214, Japan 2,084, Taiwan 1,980, Germany 1,583, France 1,357, Spain 1,336, Brazil 1,311, South Korea 957, Australia 955, Italy 892, Mexico 872, Netherlands 785, Russia 729, Peru 604, and the list goes on. So let me tell you some more about myself, my background, and my site. So, as I was saying, the Red Ebony Hotspot app is a social network for young people and creatives with elements of enterprise that that possesses an online school and forum for innovative thinkers with a strategic mind. Through the app, we teach them how to develop and expand on a new idea, yet we come from a very different perspective. We aim to engineer an app that is not just for the creative, but is solely focused on their ability to access information and turn it into a resource and translate it to capital. So Red Ebony is initially going to be a publishing and creative platform for many creatives to be able to monetize their ideas and their vision, and to be able to journal as well, like I did initially, and to team up with brands so brands can advertise on their pages and on their platform sites. So I also go on to talk about with inside knowledge of unique trends, campaigns, and how to affect the market. So what we're doing is we're helping them build their own following, build their own audience, so they themselves can be influencers within the market. And that's a very powerful tool these days. With the way social networking has exploded and the way the market is, when you have a following and you have and the numbers are right, you can become a very powerful influencer. And to be an influencer, you can monetize your brand. And there are many people who are great influencers and they're not tapping into the capital market and putting a brand out there, a brand that's successful. So they themselves are actually losing money. But with Red Ebony, there's a way to acquire more capital by just being able to tap into the creativity of your audience and to tap into brand loyalty. So and build engagement. So I said with inside knowledge of unique trends, campaigns, and how to affect the market, each creative gets the opportunity to journal their story, create a fiction piece, personalize their experience, and allow their audience to empathize with them, building a hub. And that's a very important word, building a hub that acts as a social and creative tomb for their following and fans. The app will teach them the importance of consistency and its benefits, as the more they blog or produce content, the more they will receive rewards, acquire capital, or connect with like-minded creatives. It is putting an entrepreneurial spin on a creative canvas. Okay, so although there are similar products, it is a uniquely engaging app. It is rare to have a literary app that combines the key creative structures such as video, photography, art, and graphics. It will grow and it will expand. The app allows for community, and each individual can journal their own life story. They can monetize their stories, and those with a talent for designing can make money selling book jackets and designing profile skins. It provides international resources in one place. The information is accessed, translated, it becomes capital. So what we're doing is we're providing international resources in one place. This platform, I repeat this because it's very important. This platform, and I'm just going to pull it up on the screen here. this platform is providing international resources on one page, and it's a very powerful and very, very prolific platform. Just gonna remove some of the ads here. So, yep. So these are some of the articles that are linked to Red Ebony that heightened its profile. Countdown to 1 million ideas to help boost your bank account, which was a very successful article. Minefield of the Mind, another very successful article. Goals with Distinction, and a lot of the articles are, they're not just informative, but they are inspiring as well. You see, my journey as a creative was quite a complicated one. I started with a disability called epilepsy, and the epilepsy that I suffered from was linked to my moods. So if I came from a toxic place, and I was negative, I would have more epileptic seizures. If I was stressed out, anxious, I would have more epileptic seizures. So I decided that my own medicine would be to be a creative, and this has created a whole pathway for me. It's opened several doors for me. For example, I recently got a letter inviting me to see the Prime Minister with my business, and my business is my blog. To see the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister's business advisor. There are many opportunities that have opened up for me. I was asked, because at one point I was doing photography as well. I was commissioned for my photography for the FA Cup and for Prince Charles himself. I've worked with various organisations. I've worked with Mosaic, a charity that is run by Prince Charles. I've worked with a company called Crazy Clothes, who help who provide vintage clothing for Kate Moss and Naomi Campbell. And I also worked with Good Morning Britain, the producer of Good Morning Britain, for a short period, helping her with digital marketing and producing some ideas, because this blog opened up a doorway for me. It opened up a whirlwind of opportunities. At the moment, I created a new platform which I'm building, and I'm working with one of the writers of Vogue from Vogue Japan, and we're trying to build that up. But Red Ebony Hotspot has been such a prolific site. It's been very positive within my life, and it has influenced others. It has empowered others, and it has nurtured others. And you can see this by the numbers on the Data Studio. When I will go back to this once again, United States, 36,637 page views. India, 4,908. United Kingdom, 2,890. Canada, 2,214. Japan, 2,084. Taiwan, 1,980. Germany, 1,583. France, 1,357. Spain, 1,336. And I could go on, because there are other countries that were linked to Red Ebony. Even Poland are here. Even Poland are on this. Poland, 527. Singapore, 546, Colombia 593. So just to zoom in. So if I were on trial and I were to argue a case for Red Ebony, I would say, why should you invest in a site like this? You should invest in a site like this because millions of creatives are out there desperate for a platform like this. They are looking for a platform which can empower them to get away from these third parties like agents and publishers who have become too arrogant about their position within the market. These gatekeepers have become too omnipotent within their position in the market. And a lot of creatives like the independence that comes with being able to blog or being able to access their audience just independently anytime they want, just to have your audience at your hands, just to have access to your audience and be able to communicate with your audience and to be able to share your ideas, your visions, your goals, your passion, your thought processes with your audience without having it vetted by people who may not have studied as intensely as you did, or may not know certain areas of the market that you do, may not have your experience and may not have your story. And there are many